Advisory Board and was co-chairman of the campus's Grand Destiny campaign. Dick's contributions have been recognized with a number of awards, and tonight I'm proud to present Richard Walsh with the Alumni Fellow Award.
Thank you, Graham. It's a pleasure being here this night to speak to the whole group of you and tell you a little bit about some of my experiences when I was at Penn State. Now, you've heard, by the way, I have now half an hour. So we've got plenty of time. And I promise you I won't introduce all the 12 kids, nor none of the 35 grandchildren. You probably may not have known my background in Scranton, but I happen to grow up about 2 blocks away from the guy who's going to be giving the debate in a half an hour. Joe Biden was a neighbor of mine growing up in the Greenwich section of Scranton. So I thought, given that I was going to have only 2 minutes to talk tonight, I'd give Joe a call and ask him for his advice on giving short speeches. Dick, he said, first of all, let me tell you my short speech. He said, you can get up there and you can say, thank you. That's a good short speech. Or you can give my version of the speech, which will take at least 45 minutes to recount your whole life's experiences. So we'll see in a few minutes how Joe does in the debate in keeping it to 2 minutes for his answers. A few months ago, I had the honor of attending, about a month ago, in fact, I had the honor of attending a volunteer conference here at Penn State that was for volunteers for the future campaign that we just talked about, the last speaker just talked about. And during that conference, one of the speakers talked about how important it is to know what your defining moments were in your life. And so I sat there as he was speaking and giving examples of defining moments among all the different people that he had dealt with. And I was trying to think of some of the ones that were important to me. And I'll just mention 2 tonight, 2 defining moments. First one is 59 years ago, almost to this day, there's a girl in this room. I knew I would have it. There's a girl in this room who asked me to go to a high school sorority dance. And 59 years later, 12 kids and 35 grandchildren, we're still dancing, and she's here with us. Always tough to do that. I left Scranton in 1951 to come to Penn State. Most of the people in this room weren't even born at that time. And in those days, one of the previous speakers talked about the tuition being $500. My tuition was $60 a semester.
Oh my gosh.
But it's certainly changed a lot since then. And some of my experiences were, of course, some that a lot of you have had. I spent long days in the electrical engineering labs. I spent late nights at the fraternity learning the Whip-and-Puff song, which is very, very important. But I also had some very short intramural boxing matches because I got knocked out on every one in the first round. But all of the experiences, and they were well recounted tonight. I won't try to do better than all the previous speakers before me. But all of them help mold the values that I've had for the rest of my life, just like your experiences in college helped you mold yours. I would like to thank, though a few people who worked with me in the last few years with Penn State. Two of them, the Chancellor of the Worthington Scranton campus, Mary Beth Jefferson, the Director of Development at Scranton, Maria Rossinello, were two very important people that I feel have given great leadership to our local campus in Scranton. A third person that some of you would know is our retired Vice Provost of Information Technology, Gary Augustin. Gary and I first met back 20 years ago when the internet was really in its infancy, and we helped with Governor Casey's assistance to put together the first internet cross connections to the colleges in Pennsylvania. It was truly a landmark endeavor in those days, and if it wasn't for Gary's leadership as chairman of the board of PREPNET, we could never have done it. I'd like to thank you again for this honor. It's been great speaking with you, and good luck in the debate tonight. I hope the best person wins.